So the first film's kind of an underdog. People didn't really know what it was, but this one comes with much greater expectation. So
Yeah.
how do you think it will meet that expectation?
Oh, I don't think it will meet those expectations. I think those expectations will be exceeded.
Right.
The way we'll do that, this movie is, like the first movie, different. It's not what you expect. And speaking of expectations, I think the expectations were kind of low for the first movie. Like people didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
And with this, it's going to be a movie that people like, but it's not going to be. They're ready for it, but it's not what they expect. It's something different. It's something more unique, and like the first movie, it's much different than what people will expect. I did not do a great job of answering that question, but go see Volume 2. Trust me, it's going to be the biggest spectacle movie of all time.
Drax got most of the best lines in the first Guardians. Is that the case?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. It's funny. I think James Gunn really enjoys writing for Drax because Drax doesn't have a filter. He'll just say whatever, and I think James loves it, and that's kind of who James is too. And I think he just loves hearing that stuff come out of me. I think a lot of times to amuse himself. Hey, but because he knows I'm a pretty shy, reserved person. But when I start speaking without a filter, it's just so unlike me.
And how does Drax feel about being part of a group this time?
Oh, he's totally embraced it. This is his new family. He's suffered from the loss of his family, and now he's developed relationships, like very close relationships, and he cares about these people very deeply. So I think that's the best thing about Drax. Drax has got such a big heart, and he really loves completely. So that's where he's at with these people. They're his new family.
And everyone's going to be really excited about what's on the soundtrack this time. Can you give any hints as to what we might hear?
No. Not if I want to keep my job as Drax. No spoilers. Yeah.
And are you up for doing more Drax? Will we see more Drax in the future?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. I really do. So.
And how's your lunchbox collection coming along?
It's growing. It's still growing. Yeah, it's great. It's what I do. It's what I love. It's still growing.
Have you got a Guardian?
I have, I think two or three. Well, I have a couple that were manufactured, and I have the first original one that James Gunn had made, especially for me. Yeah. I do. Yeah. Of course.
The first film kind of felt a bit like an underdog. So, I mean, did you go into this one with much greater weight of expectations on you?
I didn't feel greater weight of expectations. I just felt a greater yearning to see the movie, which as a filmmaker is a wonderful thing to feel, that people want to see your movie. So it was a much more, that part of the movie was not as stressful as the first film. A lot of stress because I worked very, very hard on making this movie. I put in more hours. I think I put in more blood and sweat and tears in this movie. I think the story is a deeper story, and it just made it innately harder in telling that story and dealing with the actors. But I think in terms of the audience's expectations, it made it easier.
So, how much of a badass is Yondu in Guardians 2?
You saw Yondu in Guardians 1, right? Mm-hmm. Fairly badass, yeah.
Has he got more badass, or is he mellowed? Is he mellowed?
He's bad,
Yeah.
but good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some. You don't change your colors. Well, no pun intended. In that short of a distance.
Yeah.
So.
And what's his relationship like with Star-Lord? How does he feel about Star-Lord right now?
What do you think? I mean, yeah, you saw that end moment when he opened the orb, and it's a fake orb, and it has the troll.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Has he got over it yet?
He loved it. I think. The joy of seeing that Star-Lord has messed with him yet another time is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have a good time with this one.